and welcome to NinonSpeaks Media Image. My name is A.J. Dean. I'm your co-host, and it's my great privilege to introduce the wonderful Ninon de Veer de Rosa. Hello, Ninon.
But hello. I wish because the introduction you give me is so beautiful and so wonderful and flattering that I should have had you coming on years ago. But anyway, time is of the essence, and I love every minute of it. And actually, this Zoom show that we've put together, and you were saying to me that we've done what, 16 episodes already?
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. Because this NinonSpeaks started sort of out many years ago, but was never on the internet, and you're the one that's kind of got it on the internet and getting it all together and doing all that stuff, all that work.
Well, you're doing it also, and you have done this for years, Ninon, before I joined you. You've been doing this for many years, so this is really your show, and I'm very honored to be a part of it.
Well, with other shows we've been sort of doing, we have another show, Vegas Live, with Ninon, and we have NinonSpeaks, and we've had Ninon in the Cop, and Ninon Live, and Ninon. You can never give up. You've got to keep moving forward. And of this day and age, that's exactly what it is. Keep moving forward. I understand we have, shall we bring them on?
Yes, I've just admitted them. And tonight we have Joshua Barron, the Karaoke Baron and National Director of Karaoke World Championship USA. And he works with Big Elvis, and he is actually karaoke royalty. And then our other guest is Dennis DeSachmo Keating. He is a Las Vegas headliner on the Vegas Strip. He's also a performer at Hamburger Mary's, a great place in Las Vegas. And he plays the trumpet, he sings a cappella, and he also does musical theater. So I want to welcome our guests. Hello, everyone.
Hello. Well, you both sound amazing. Your attributes to this world is wonderful. And unfortunately, we can only see you on the internet, but that's pretty cool as well. That's better than nothing. When you think years ago, we couldn't even do what we're doing now. So we must be grateful, mustn't we?
Oh, totally.
The Baron. I'm going to call you the Baron. How did you get that name?
So a lot of people, well, first of all, my last name is Baron, but a lot of people used to call me the king of karaoke. And I was always like, I'm not the king. If anything, I'm the Baron. I own so much music and so many tracks, and my last name just happens to be Baron. But it was every time someone tries to stump me with a song, they're like, bet you don't have this one. I would have it.
Yes, I do.
Oh. So is the Baron of karaoke.
So they actually meet when you request?
Oh yeah, they request songs for them to sing and songs for me to sing as well.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, how is that? Is that Dennis?
Yes.
Dennis, how are you?
Doing very well.
Dennis, I understand. Are you both living in Vegas?
That is correct.
Oh, so am I. I live in Vegas as well. And our beautiful AJ, she's in Oregon.
Oh, nice.
She's where they're having the all those riots and all those crazy things going on. But I understand. I said that the riots and everything that you're having and the sit-ins and all that stuff in Oregon, it's nowhere near where you are, though, is it? No. Okay. Anyway, back to you, Dennis. Let's see what are you up to, Dennis? You're looking very handsome there with your gear and the whole bit. You look lovely.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Doing a lot of work at home right now, recreating some of my craft due to the just signed on with an agent, Definitive Talent, and we've got plenty of things that we're working on in the studio, getting ready to hit the ground running once Vegas reopens and the rest of the world reopens.
But it's funny, I've understood talking to many other states that Vegas is pretty open compared to what's going on around in all the states. I won't go into the world, but if I just keep with America there, that's enough. And I understand we're kind of the only state that's really in not full swing yet, but we have a lot of our casinos that are open. A lot of people can come here for the weekend or for whatever,
Double-edged sword. It's wonderful in one respect, but on the other, we need to keep those numbers down. Our numbers have risen for a long time.
But are we keeping them down, or is this just we're combining everything else in with the COVID-19?
No, I think it's going in the upward trajectory right now.
Directory, in other words, more people are getting it. Oh dear. You know, it's funny. I live in Vegas, and I haven't met anybody that's had it. I've heard of a couple of friends of mine.
There's someone on the show that's had it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
had it.
I have met you before, but I don't think I met you when you had COVID.
No, you met me before. Yeah, you met me
Yes.
before. Yeah.
Yes, I did.
I had
Yes.
7 weeks.
7 weeks you had it.
Yeah.
Now, was it anything like the flu, or was it anything like anything you've had before?
You know, I actually have chronic Lyme disease, and it brought out all the symptoms I have for Lyme disease. So like confusion, and what everyone always talks about. It's like you get really hot, then you get really cold, lack of memory. I was getting really bad migraines. My temperature would spike at 104, and then all of a sudden I'd be freezing. I didn't have the sore throat, and I just kept singing through it. I kept doing live shows actually online, trying to keep myself mentally healthy. And but every time I thought I was better, I wouldn't, and I was so fatigued. I kept falling asleep, and it was really hard to breathe. And one of my friends out there, Miguel.
Oh, I know Miguel.
Yeah, he's been trying to get over it. He's had it for a while.
He lost a tremendous amount of weight.
Yes, yes.
And he was in hospital and all that stuff. So yes, and he's a lovely person. That man is he is amazing. He photographs. He's a good photographer.
Oh yeah,
very very good.
Sure is.
So back to you, Dennis. So what have you done instead of performing in all these different hotels and different nightclubs that we have in Vegas or around, wherever? What have you been doing, and how have you been keeping yourself out there?
Just working at home a lot and doing a lot of Facebook Live shows to try to lift the spirits of the people across the world.
Yeah. Do you do them through Zoom as well, or I know there's different platforms out there.
No, this is my first time on Zoom, and I will probably be using this in the future.
Yeah, now you got used to how to work it. Yeah. Well, now, how are both of you, and you can both answer this question, how are you making a living as of what this day and age is performing in front of people per se, but in performing in front of the world of people, because internet reaches the world, not just an audience.
Correct. Josh, you want to take that?
Well, yeah, for me, we had our Karaoke World Championships going on this year, and I'm the national director. So we switched it all from in-person tryouts to doing it all virtually, and we ended up with a gold medal at Worlds, Garvando Hamilton, and it actually was, we had taught people how to use idea. Now they can put on EPK, things like that. And while the money didn't really roll in for it, it still kept everyone mentally healthy, which I think that is the most important thing. And then also I keep going back to work with Big Elvis, and then we keep getting shut down, and then we're back open and then shut down. I've been taking odd jobs here and there. I'm driving cars during the day, but I'm still also doing shows online. And I'm rehearsing actually with Dennis and with Deftal with Definitive, a show called Move, which is Men of Vegas Entertainment with Dean Guzman, Ram Cabildo, and also with Jeffrey Michaels.
So you've got a good team together. So this is really quite unusual, because entertainers normally they stay on their own because they want to get the job. I've noticed that through this internet thing and this Zoom and everything else that's out there, that you all seem to be getting a little bit more connected, helping each other and bringing each one of you in. Like we have our show, we always have two, or try to have two of the same people that are in the same business on, because I don't think there's any competition, because we all do things so differently in our world. Even twins, they're totally different.
Yeah, totally.
So, yeah, and so I think there's sometimes, when we're looking at something negative, that we're bringing it and making it a big positive. Would you agree with that, Dennis?
Absolutely correct.
Yeah.
I do totally agree with that. And there's plenty of work out there for everyone once work is back full time. Yeah. And it's great to network with other entertainers and professionals in the industry, because you never know when they'll give you a call.
Well, you don't know. It's funny, I always do swallow back. How does that work?
It's not easy. And any song I sing, I can actually do in Lewis's voice. So I can do current artists like Michael Bublé, Barry Manilow, some country singers. I can actually sing those songs in Lewis's voice.
How amazing. But did you, is that kind of a gift or did you learn to do it?
It was trial and error. I was hosting karaoke as well as Josh does, and I had laryngitis. They wanted me to perform. I couldn't sing, so I played my trumpet on what I wanted to sing part of it, and the rest was history.
Because I was going to say, if you had a bad throat and it was all like it was, it came out very natural. What a mistake that was, right? Which was not a mistake. That made you who you are now.
That's right. It was a true blessing. And if it weren't for regulars that came into the show to ask me to do the same song I did last week, it was like I probably wouldn't be there today. And fortunately, that following week, I didn't have laryngitis, so it was extremely difficult. And I was
trying to get the feeling back again.
Yeah, I wasn't singing properly and totally ruined my throat.
You know, it's funny, isn't it, AJ, that when you listen to these stories and how people become who they are and what they are, like Josh, you've become kind of, as I'm going to say it, the Baron of karaoke. And that was something that you probably fell into because you were probably one of these people that when they had karaoke, were you always up there like sort of taking over or helping people and doing things, and then you became kind of the instrument behind the game.
So, oh wait, hold on, let me turn that off. There we go. All of a sudden I had an echo. So I've been doing karaoke since I've been little. The first time I did it, I was actually in a touring group and we were in Disneyland, and it was the first time I ever done it. It was like in 88 or 89, and we went in as a group and sang a song, and I was hooked from there. And then one of my first gigs after I was 21 was hosting karaoke, and then I stopped. And then when I got sick, I had Lyme disease, chronic Lyme disease, and I got really sick, and it's something I fell back on. And it was just like all of a sudden I saw an ad for a karaoke host. I started doing it, and I've always loved karaoke, but I'm also known as like the man of 100 voices because I do all these impersonations and everything.
Josh, what's your favorite? What's your favorite impersonation?
Oh my gosh, you know, that one's really hard. I do so many different, really my favorite impersonations are of my friends. Like I impersonate my friends all the time in my phone.
Right. Give me one of them.
Oh, bro, where are we going for karaoke tonight, bro? Oh,
my house. Gosh. Go to my house. Come over to my house. I gotta come back with something.
Yeah, but I also do like Alf and things like that, and like I'm always changing my voice and yeah, like I do Dean Martin sometimes.
Oh, do Dean Martin for me.
There's nobody, no somebody loves you. You're nobody till somebody may be king. You may possess the world and its gold, but gold won't bring you happiness till you're growing old.
Oh, I love it. Isn't that amazing, Dennis? But Dennis, you kind of do the same thing, right?
Little bit. I had the pleasure of meeting Josh 3 years ago, but just for a few moments. Then I went on tour in Europe, and then about a little over a year ago, he came out here for the state finals of the karaoke world championship, and I was this then. It's been instant friendship from that moment. I was also able to judge during the downtime of the pandemic the national finals this year.
Wow. Helen, you have? It's amazing. Hey, Dennis, isn't that, I mean, you got to get this out there. You've got to start doing this because neither one of you are shy on Zoom. Now, what I would like to do now, I'd like to get 2 minutes of, let's go to Dennis because you just had time, Josh. So let's go to Dennis. I'd like to have 2 minutes with you of how people can reach you, what you can do, and what you would like to talk about yourself for a couple of minutes, okay?
Okay. Thank you very much. They can Facebook under Dennis DeSachimo Keating. They can email me at dsachimolasvegas@gmail.com.
Okay.
Also phone in if they'd like on either Messenger under Dennis DeSachimo Keating, or my phone number is 702-741-9385. I'm willing to travel, do gigs large and small, do gigs in the States here, abroad as well. I want to thank some people that have been
Head.
recently. I want to thank my good friend Josh Barron that's helped me through this technology time, and AJ for her patience. And Zoe Bowie, I had the opportunity to perform with Zoe Bowie at Stations Casinos over at Red Rock. Truly remarkable entertainer, and he gave me accolades that were well over the roof and exceeded my expectations. He thought it was
He's amazing. He's such a generous man. Very, very generous.
he thought I was a true vintage Vegas entertainer.
How beautiful.
Play at the Marquee Room, Station Casinos, MGM properties, as well as, with DJ Miguel. He's put me to work quite a bit, so we have another mutual friend there.
Yeah, he's another great guy. Go.
He's on the right side of the soil. He's pushing himself a little bit too hard some days, but he's like that. He never settles for second best.
No.
He wants to get back there and working. People at Hamburger Mary's for their wonderful opportunity. Kenneth Blake, who's a wonderful entertainer himself. Andrew Ryan and James, manager of Hamburger Mary's, and they gave me a big opportunity there to bless many, many audiences.
That's amazing. And I think it's very nice of you, Dennis, to give a shout out to all these people that have helped you, because sometimes these people don't get noticed, and they help out there, and they get muddled up with everything else, and because they're not out in front performing, they sort of they don't get noticed. So thank you for that. That was absolutely beautiful. And which do you prefer them? Do you prefer them to go to one of your pages, or would you prefer for them to phone you?
Phoning me is probably the best if I don't answer, because I do get a lot of phone call tail message. I will definitely call them back.
Okay, what's that phone number again?
It's area code 702-741-9385.
Thank you, Dennis, very, very much. Isn't that amazing, AJ, how he's succeeded and what he's done through this epidemic? And you've given an uplift to a lot of people, and they've uplifted you as well. So I think that's kind of what it's all about. And I don't think we should forget to thank everybody else out there, because we do sort of involved in what we do. Josh, Mr. Barron, I like that. Isn't Trump's son called Barron?
Yes, he is Barron.
So we have a couple of barons in the world, but in England, my dear, we have lots of barons. In England, it's a very common thing. Well, they're not commoners, but there's a lot of people named after Baron, and they become barons. As a lawyer, you become a baron.
Landowners.
So let's have a couple of minutes of you, Josh, and we same thing.
All right. Well, first of all, excited because we're coming back for a limited time with Big Elvis at Harrah's coming up, so you can see us there. You can go to bigelvis.org to find out what's going on, or like him on Facebook, Big Elvis official fan page. You can also find me on Facebook, the Karoeke Baron. You can also find me on Instagram the same way. You can find me on Smule, and where I sing a lot. I have a lot of different videos and everything. And on the Karoeke Baron, I do a lot of different shows. I have like a Duran Duran show I did, a Tom Petty show I did. So I always like keeping people entertained. Also, if you want to try and you think you are the next world champion singer, and you're going to go against people from 30 other countries, and you're going to go against people who are like about 1,500 people to 3,000 people in the United States.
So that is that worldwide or just America?
Worldwide, I'm the U.S. director.
But you're the U.S. director of the whole. Oh my goodness gracious!
Yeah, so,
I'm Baron. I've got to treat you as a Baron, as a proper Baron, my dear.
Thank you. And we've won since I've become the national director. We have won gold medals now. We just won another one with Garvando Hamilton at Worlds, and we do a whole training program and everything. But they can go to kwcusa.com, which stands for Karaoke World Championships USA. So again, that's kwcusa.com. They can like us on Facebook, KWC Team USA, and they can also watch videos on YouTube and also on our website.
Okay.
But our YouTube page is KWC Team USA. They can check us out there.
Thank both of you. You are two very beautiful, very unusual entertainers that are very, you're very happy, you're very giving, and you're not going to stop. No one is going to stop you from doing what you both want to do. And I think that is the challenge right now, is to keep moving forward, keep doing what you want to do. And now you can sort of together, as I said, and have all these screens, because everybody has their own screen. You don't have to get any screens. You just have to have your computer and make sure it's organized. And if you can't get it organized, call AJ.
We built out a live streaming studio at Deaf Tall Entertainment. So like that's where we're going to be doing a lot of our shows.
So you can do it right there. You've got it homemade. So that's amazing. How can anybody get in touch with you for that? Is that, do you have a phone number for that, Dennis?
They can find us Deaf Tall Entertainment on Facebook. They can get in touch with Ron Cabildo. I don't now, but I'll give it to you so you guys can put it on the screen, maybe.
Yes, we can do that. Yeah, AJ can do that. Absolutely, we can put it on the screen. But I just want to thank both of you for making this such a great show. It's amazing, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking to help entertainers. We're looking to help actually anybody out there. So anybody out there who would like to sort of publicize themselves and get themselves out there, this is the way to do it, because we can get you in there, we can get you out there. We get you in first, and then we get you out on Facebook, internet, all the different social platforms. And it's not that hard to do, but it's just like, it's our way of trying to give back and trying to help the entertainment people out there, because what is the world without music, and what is the world without entertainment and without people like you? You are just amazing. So I want to thank, and AJ, just amazing. I'm quite sure that you both know how great she is. She keeps in touch with you. She makes tests, everything. She's really, really excellent. AJ, would you like to say a couple of words?
I just wanted to say thank you. We've got a few seconds left on the clock, and it's been a spectacular show. And both of you are so impressive and just absolutely wonderful. So thank you.
And I also want to give a shout out to AJ, happens to have a husband, and she's had this husband for quite some time. I think, 27